Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good Tuesday and a good Wednesday. Um, Here is your video for your assignments for today, for Thursday. Before we go ahead and get started, I just want to remind everybody, first of all, I know that some of you have sent me some messages, and I was trying to get back to some of them. I was not able to get back to all of them, but please remember that as you guys are giving me things, and you're noticing some things that we would normally address if we were live together, you can still send them, but I will also go ahead and make some corrections or add some announcements as the day goes on. The first thing was that the the practice buddy from the other day, wasn't the correct one. So I did go ahead. Remember in the video, I said something about 10 questions. So I did go ahead into the announcements, the classwork, and I did put on here, I'm going to just show you that I did it the other day. Hey all, the practice buddy may have more than 10 questions. That is fine. Do the one that was assigned to you. So if you come across something, that you have a question with, please, reach out, but realize that I may not be able to reach out individually. But I will do my best to try to correct anything, but, just be a problem solver and figure it out. So the practice buddy 4-1 in the video was definitely, a little bit less questions. This one had a couple more. So hopefully you guys did okay with that, and I'll take a look at it. However, with that being said, there are still some people who haven't turned them in. Remember, I said that, even though I might not be going in and checking them yet, physically looking at your work, I will be looking to see. So those of you that did not go ahead and do your homework from the other day, please make sure you do that. Today, you are going to be working on logging into Achieve and reading Real Life Marvel Heroes. Remember to read the article, and after you complete the activity, remember, like Mrs. Grimm always says, try to earn a 75% or higher on your first try. After that, you are going to complete the Google form, and make sure you complete the form entirely with details. Do not forget to include your first try and your second try. As I'm sitting here right now, I'm going to add on to this a number 4. And the number 4 is going to be go back and complete any missing assignments. Okay, so it's really important that you make sure that you do that. And then homework for tonight, complete Achieve form and mark as done. And IXL, I'm going to let you know, I want you to pick 2 topics that need some refreshing. From you. So that means, do you want to go back to something that we've done previously? Is place value still giving you a problem? Is rounding still giving you a problem? Or do you need to go back and refresh yourself with multiplication, with any of those strategies? So go ahead and pick 2 topics to complete. And that is what you are going to be working on. Now, when you go to Clever, I just want to make sure, or I should say when you go to Achieve, but when you go to Clever, again, remember, many of you can go to it different ways. I'm just going to show you that when you go to Clever, you're going to log in as a student. And when you do that, if it still asks you to, and type in your school name, remember, if you just type in Samsel, the rest of it will come up. Samsel Upper Elementary School. You're going to log in with Google. Excuse me. Now, once you log in with Google and you get to your Clever, you are going to go to Achieve. Now, the important thing to remember, even though I gave you the title, is you want to, when you get to this spot, go to your correct science. So if you're in my homeroom, you're going to go to Science 1. If you're in the afternoon class, you're going to go to Science 8. And you're going to log in. If you try to log in through Mrs. Grimm's, while the article may be there, it's really important to make sure that you double check that. So when you go to this, you're going to see that there are different videos and articles to go ahead and look at. Let's see. Notifications. Oh, here's the Read to Succeed that some of you were asking about. I know in the morning class. So here's some more information about that. View class standing and how are the kids working. So I can't show you the video right now. It should come up as an article, right? The very first one. But if you remember, the article that you were reading is Real Life Marvel Heroes. So if for some reason that happens to you, and again, because I'm making this video before you actually have school on Thursday, I'm just going to type in the Real Marvel Heroes. And when I do that, and I'm just making sure the spelling, Real Life Marvel Heroes. Sorry. See, completely different. Real Life Marvel Heroes. Okay. Now I see it there already, but look, there's Marvelous. And when I do that, there it is. Real life, same ones. Real Life Marvel Heroes. So if that happens to you, I did assign it to you, but because, like I said, I'm doing this the day before, it's not there for you yet. So this is the article that you're going to be reading. The Real Life Marvel Heroes. Again, if you'd like to answer the before reading poll, you absolutely can. Obviously, I need you to make sure that you read the article, and you are responsible for also doing the activity. And you know that the activity is the questions. And at the end of the questions, you know you're going to get a score once you submit it, okay? So remember, you can refer to article if need be, okay? And then once you submit it, you're good. Now, some of you always ask me, can you do or do you have to? You can do the after reading poll. You can do the thought question. It's absolutely your choice, okay? It's not going to hurt you. And it's definitely a good strategy to help you kind of reflect on what you've been reading. But after you've done that, you are going to go back to your classwork. And everybody got a template for Achieve. Now, remember, you're going to put your name in. You can type in here the title of the article. Now, I put in there, it needs to be completed and detailed. I don't want one-word answers unless it asks for what 2 words or phrases. When you get down to the main idea of the text, I would like to see full detailed sentences. Even though I don't teach language arts, I still expect to be able to read something and understand what it's about. When you get to the summary, it says write a short summary. That does not mean one sentence, okay? I don't think that you can summarize an entire article in one sentence. So I'm not going to tell you how many. I'm going to tell you that, look, main idea has 2 lines, summary has a lot more here. So I want you to really think about it, especially if this is your only assignment, for the day. You can start it in class, work on it later, whatever. And then before you're done, make sure you put in your first try score and your second try. The only time there shouldn't be a second try is if you get 100 the first time. All right. So that is what you are working on in class, and making sure that it is done for homework. Obviously, you need to make sure that it is marked as done as well. And don't forget about the IXL. All right. So I did not put the pledge video in here. I will put it into the morning announcement once we have it. And so please make sure that you say the pledge in the morning. Please make sure you watch it. And that's it. So I will hopefully if I hear from you guys, I will hopefully be able to answer some of your questions. If not, you'll hear from me again for Friday's assignments, and we will meet up again come Monday. All right. Have a great working day, and I will see you soon.